Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are most simply defined as organic molecules containing the elements carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen within a specific structure. Commonly referred to as sugars for their sweet taste, carbohydrate compounds serve numerous roles in biological metabolism, including the storage and transport of energy and the maintenance of structural components. Carbohydrates are classified according to the complexity of their chemical structure as either monosaccharides, disaccharides, or polysaccharides. The chemical formula CnH2OM expresses the composition of all carbohydrates. This elemental expression implies that any carbohydrate molecule contains a given number of carbon atoms, N, and twice as many hydrogen atoms as oxygen atoms, M. The three classifications differ by the relationship between the numbers N and M in the carbohydrate molecular chain. The simplest carbohydrate units are called monosaccharides and are known as the simple sugars. Carbohydrates in this classification contain the same number of carbon atoms as oxygen atoms. In the chemical formula for monosaccharides, therefore, N equals M. The most common monosaccharide is glucose. Its chemical formula is C6H2O6. Glucose is commonly referred to as blood sugar, since it serves as a major energy source throughout the human body. It is essential to the process of cellular respiration. During cellular respiration, cells convert fuel molecules into usable and stored energy. Glucose is also called grape sugar, since it is the product of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants convert energy from the sun into stored sugars. Fructose, another example of a monosaccharide, is a simple sugar found in such food as honey, tree fruits, berries, sweet potatoes, and onions. Galactose, another common monosaccharide, is found in milk and other dairy products. Such monosaccharides cannot be broken down into simpler molecules. They are considered the building blocks of disaccharides and polysaccharides. Disaccharides are formed by the joining of two monosaccharides. Sucrose, table sugar for example, is the combination of glucose and fructose. It is therefore found in most fruits and vegetables. Lactose, milk sugar, results similarly from a reaction between glucose and galactose. To form a disaccharide, two monosaccharides join through a condensation reaction, in which a strong bond forms between molecules and results in the loss of a water molecule, H2O. The number of oxygen atoms, M, in disaccharides is thus one fewer than the number of carbon atoms, N. Various bond combinations can produce disaccharides with different chemical and physical properties. Different combinations of two glucose molecules, for example, can form maltose or cellobiose. Maltose is a sugar found in germinating grains, while cellobiose is a component of the main structural material of plants. The polysaccharide group contains the most complex of the carbohydrates. Polysaccharides are formed by the linkage of several monosaccharide units, and therefore exist as large chains of molecules that branch out in many directions. Starch and glycogen, for example, are polysaccharides composed of thousands of repeating units of glucose. Starch provides a major source of stored energy and is obtained from the human diet. It is synthesized in plants and found in such plant foods as rice, potatoes, corn, and wheat. Enzymes in the human body break starches down into glucose. Glucose can be used immediately by cells for metabolic purposes. Glycogen is commonly referred to as animal starch. It is made inside the bodies of both humans and animals and stored in the muscles and liver, acting as a reserve supply of energy for the demanding needs of these tissues. Polysaccharides also provide the structure for plants and animals. The polysaccharide cellulose comprises the primary structural material of plants. Wood, for example, is mostly cellulose, as are cotton and paper. Cellulose allows flowers and grasses to stand vertically. It gives trees and bushes their rigid appearance. Because humans lack the enzymes necessary to break down cellulose into molecules of glucose, most grasses, bushes, and trees offer little nutritional value to the human body. The polysaccharide chitin, although structurally similar to cellulose, is used in the shells of crustaceans, such as crabs, lobsters, and shrimp, and in the exoskeletons of insects, such as ants and beetles. Both simple and complex carbohydrates play a central role in the chemistry of living systems. These organic compounds are essential to the storage and production of energy in nearly all organisms, thus helping to sustain life on Earth.